Okay. So how Vedavyasa, he entrusted the Vedas in the hands of all great rishis like Sumantu Rishi. He was entrusted with Atharva Veda. Roma Harshana, and Sutta Goswami is speaking all this. Roma Harshana, he was given Puranas and historical records. Paila Rishi, he got Rig Veda. Jaimini got Samaveda. Vaishampayana, he got Yajurveda. So that all was interested to many disciples and grand disciples and great grand disciples. In this way, it was flowing through the disciplic succession. Now, 25th verse. So now in the 24th verse, we saw that how great sage Vedavyasa, he is very kind to ignorant masses. He edited the Vedas so that even less intelligent people can assimilate the knowledge. So this was out of complete compassion. Stri Shudra Duja Bandhunam Traichna Shuti Gochara Karma Shreyasi Mudhanam Shreya Evam Bhavetiha Iti Bharatam Akhyanam Kripaya Munina Krutam Sri Shudra Dvija Bandhunam Traina Shruti Gochara Karma Shreyasi Mudhanam Shreya Evam Bhavetiha Iti Bharatam Akhyanam Kripaya Munina Krutam. Then out of compassion, the great sage thought it wise that this would enable men to achieve the ultimate goal of life. Then he compiled the great epic Mahabharata for women, laborers, and friends of the twice born Dijabandhu. The Mahabharata contains Bhagavad Gita, the words of Krishna. It's very easy to follow Bhagavad Gita because less intelligent people cannot understand the Vedas and then come and derive the conclusion. But Bhagavad Gita is the essence of all the Vedas. Sarvopanishado Gao Dogdha Gopalanandana Partho Vasasudhir Bhukta Dugdham Gita Amritam Mahate. So history, in the mood of like telling all the pastimes of Krishna and slowly giving the instructions of Lord. So this is for the less intelligent class of people. Okay, Ram Kirti Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam. Sri Sudra Dvija Bandhunam Traina Sruti Gochara Karma Shreyasi Mudanam Shreya Evam Bhavediha Iti Bharatavakhyanam Kripaya Munina Kritam. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Translation. Out of compassion, the great sage thought it wise that this would enable men to achieve the ultimate goal of life. Thus, he compiled the great historical narrations called the Mahabharata for women, laborers, and friends of the twice born. Purport. The friends of the twice born families are those who are born in the families of Brahmanas, Kshatriyas, and Vaishyas, or the spiritually cultured families, but who themselves are not equal to their forefathers. Such descendants are not recognized as such for want of purificatory achievements. The purificatory activities begin even before the birth of a child, and the seed-giving reformatory process is called Garbhadana Samskara. One who has not undergone such Garbhadana Samskara or spiritual family planning is not accepted as being of an actual twice-born family. Garbhadana Samskara is followed by other purificatory processes, out of which the sacred thread ceremony is one. This is performed at the time of spiritual initiation. After this particular samskara, one is rightly called twice born. One birth is calculated during the seed-giving samskara, and the second birth is calculated at the time of spiritual initiation. One who has been able to undergo such important samskaras can be called a bona fide twice born. If the father and the mother do not undertake the process of spiritual family planning and simply beget children out of passion only, their children are called Dvija Bandhus. These Dvija Bandhus are certainly not as intelligent as the children of the regular twice born families. The Dvija Bandhus are classified with the Sudras and the women class, who are by nature less intelligent. The Sudras and the women class do not have to undergo any samskara save and except the ceremony of marriage. The less intelligent classes of men, namely women, Sudras, and unqualified sons of the higher castes, are devoid of necessary qualifications to understand the purpose of the transcendental Vedas. For them, the Mahabharata was prepared. The purpose of the Mahabharata is to administer the purpose of the Vedas, and therefore, within this Mahabharata, the summary Veda of Bhagavad Gita is placed. The less intelligent are more interested in stories than in philosophy, and therefore, the philosophy of the Vedas in the form of the Bhagavad Gita is spoken by Lord Sri Krishna. Vyasadeva and Lord Krishna are both on the transcendental plane, and therefore they collaborated in doing good to the fallen souls of this age. The Bhagavad Gita is the essence of all Vedic knowledge. It is the first book of spiritual values, as the Upanishads are. The Vedanta philosophy is the subject matter for study by the spiritual graduates. Only the postgraduate spiritual student can enter into the spiritual or devotional service of the Lord. It's a great science, and the great professor is the Lord himself in the form of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And persons who are empowered by him can initiate others in the transcendental loving service of the Lord. Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam.
So who is Dvija Bandhu? This is the brother of a Dvija. Dvija means twice born. So one of the sanskara is Upanayanam sanskara, where he gets a second birth from the spiritual master. That means he is made to enter the spiritual world. He is now qualified to study the Vedas. But if he is not using it to become Vipra, to become a Vaishnava, then he's just wasting his life. He's just born as a Brahmana, but not understanding the value of the birth. Because it's not so easy to get birth in a upper class communities. Like Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishyas, they are authorized to get Upanayanam sanskara. Brahmanas, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, three of them, they can get the Gayatri mantra. Shatkarmas are only done by the Brahmanas. Kshatriyas and Vaishyas, they can do three karmas, not Shatkarmas. Shatkarmas means performing yajna, allowing others also, or getting the yajnas done. That only a Brahmana can do. Getting the yajna done and performing the yajna. Now, in absence of a Brahmana, Kshatriya can perform the yajna, but not getting it done. He cannot do that. Brahmana can give upadesh and get upadesh. So, Kshatriya can only get upadesh. He cannot give upadesh. Brahmana can take charity, give charity. Kshatriya cannot take charity. He can only give charity. Vaishyas also same thing. Three karmas is only for Vaishyas and Kshatriyas in the absence of Brahmana. Brahmana can perform Shat karmas. That's why we say whenever there is a Karmakandi Brahmana, we should say him as a Shatkarma Brahmana. Karmakandi means, yes, we have to perform. Sanskaras will perform. All sanskaras are very much important. Garbhadan sanskara, Vivaha sanskara, Garbhadan sanskara, Anaprasha sanskara, Vidyarambha sanskara. Then you have Upanayanam sanskara. So many sanskaras are there. Last is Mrityu sanskara. Antim sanskara. So right from the birth to the last, there is sanskara. Important 10 sanskaras are there. For that you require Shatkarmi Brahmana. Technically, you call them as Karmakandi Brahmana. You require them. But if he is born as a Brahmana, he is not understanding the value of the life, not trying to come to the position of a Vaishnava, then he is only for the name's sake Dvija Bandhu. That's why a Brahmana is not just a Brahmana. He is a Brahmana, plus he should become a nice Vaishnava. Even a Karmakandi Brahmana should take up the study of the philosophy very nicely, Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, so that he can uplift himself to come to the position of Vaishnava, not just restrict himself to just sanskaras. Very important. Now, for such all people, what Vedavyasa did for all such people, he gave Mahabharata. Mahabharata is the essence of all the knowledge. And Mahabharata contains Bhagavad Gita. Evam pravuttasya sada bhutanam shreyasi dvija sarvatmakenami yada na tushya drudayam tatah evam pravuttasya sada bhutanam shreyasi dvija sarvatmakenapi yada na tusya drudayam tatha. Now, evam pravuttasya, even after engaging himself, sada bhutanam shreyasi, he wanted to give ultimate good, shreyasi. So, O Brahmana, now Shaunakadi rishis are addressed by Sutta Goswami. That even though Vedavyasa wanted to give shreyas, that is what is ultimate good for everyone, sarvatmakenapi, whatever upaya, sarvatmakenapi, he tried to give all means, but na atushyat is not tushyat. Tushyat means he is not happy, he is not satisfied. Hridayam tatha, at that time he is not at all feeling satisfaction. When you try to do something good for people, but then you're trying all the means, still you are not satisfied. That means there is something which is higher to whatever means we have. Okay. Kusum, read. Why everyone has kept their videos off? You are in the classroom. Your videos should be on.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam.
Except for small children, it's okay. Keep your videos on. Yeah, read Kusum.
Evam pravrittasya
Keep your
sada.
video on also, na Kusum?
Yes, Mataji. Evam
And you feel you
pravrittasya
are
sada.
now, you feel now you are in the classroom.
Yes.
One or two faces I've seen, others all are impersonal. Okay.
Correction,
Anyhow, this
my,
is an impersonal concept only.
my network is not there. That's why I'm kept it off. Mother.
Okay, only when you speak that time you can keep it off. Other time you can keep it on. Okay.
Evam pravrittasya sada bhutanam shreyasi vijaha sarvatmakenapi yada natusyat hridayam tataha. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada ki jai. O twice born Brahmanas, still his mind was not satisfied, although he engaged himself in working for the total welfare of all people. Purport: Sri Vyasadeva was not satisfied with himself, although he had prepared literatures of Vedic value for the all-round welfare of the general mass of people. It was expected that he would be satisfied by all such activities, but ultimately he was not satisfied. Hare Krishna.
Okay, next. Nati prasida dridayah saraswatya stachau vitarkayan viviktastha idam chovacha dharmavit. Nati prasida dridayah saraswatya stachau vitarkayan viviktastha idam chovacha dharmavit. Dharmavit, one who knows what is dharma. This religion word is not sufficient to understand the word dharma. The moment we say religion, immediately we think about Hindu, Muslim, Sikh and all those things. Dharma means the intrinsic quality of an object, which always remains the same wherever it can be in any part of the world. That is why this religion word is very insufficient. In English, what we'll call dharma is religion only. But The actual meaning of dharma given by Sripad Ramanacharya is that which has no beginning, no end, that is dharma. That which is inseparable from an object, that is dharma. Like dharma of the water, dharma of the fire remains the same. So that is the intrinsic quality of an object. Now he knew dharmavit, he knew what is dharma. We are not calling it religion. Because religion anyhow what to do. Translation is religion only. But he knows what is dharma. So that is why he is not satisfied. It began to reflect because he knew the essence of the dharma. Ati prasidat, na ati prasidat. He is not at all satisfied with the heart. He is sitting on the banks of Saraswati. Saraswatyaha tate. Shuchau vitarkayan. Shuchau. He's so purified. The place is purified. His thought processes are purified. Viviktastaha is sitting alone. And he knows what is dharma. That is why whatever he has given, whatever means he has given for the benefit of everyone, that is not complete. That is not enough. Okay. Daya Sagar Prabhu, please read.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Nati prasida tritaya narasvatya state shuchau vitarkayan viviktastha idam chavacha dharmavit. Translation. Thus, the sage, being dissatisfied at heart, at once began to reflect, because he knew the essence of religion, and he said within himself, purport by Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. The sage began to search out the cause of not being satisfied at heart. Perfection is never attained until one is satisfied at heart. This satisfaction of heart has to be searched out beyond matter. Hare Krishna.
Okay, next. Dhruta vratena hi maya dhruta vratena hi maya chandamsi guravognyayah manita nirvyalikena gruhitam chanushasanam Bharata. Keep your mobiles. Bharata vyapadeshena Yamanahartascha pradarshitah drishyate yatta dharmadi stri shudradhi apyuta dhruta vratena hi maya chandamsi guravoknayah manita nirvyalikena gruhitam chanushasanam Bharata vyapadeshena Yamnayarthascha pradarshitah drishyate yatta dharmadi stri shudradibhirapyuta dhruta vratena hi maya Now Vedavyasa, he followed strict disciplinary vows. Maya, by me, I followed all the strict disciplinary vows. Then he worshipped Chandamsi, Guruvoho, Agneyaha, Manitaha. Manita means he worshipped the spiritual master, Guruvoho, the Vedic hymns, Agneyaha, the sacrificial fire, Nirvyalikena Guruhitam. Without any hesitation, he accepted Anushasanam, all the traditional discipline. Bharata Vyapadeshena, I compiled also the Mahabharata. He's talking to himself now. He Amnaya Artaha, that contains the import of the disciplic succession. Cha Pradarshitaha, I properly explained all these things. Drishyate Yatraha, So what is necessary? Everything I explained. What is necessary for the path of religion? Yatraha dharma adaha. Sri Shudra Adibihi. Even for the women Shudras, I did such a big thing. He's talking to himself. Sometimes when you do some upakara, paraupkara, you go on analyzing yourself. Oh, I did so many things. But still, why I'm not happy? Why I'm not contented? I did so much of seva in the temple. I went, I did seva. But somewhere, some aparadhas are done. Then what happens? That satisfaction is not felt by a devotee. Now here he gave all the solutions. Now he's talking to himself and analyzing also. I followed this strict disciplic vows. I worshipped Guru, I worshipped the Agni, I did everything. And on top of that, I wrote Mahabharata for whom? For less class, intelligent people like women, Shudras, Vaishyas. For them, I gave wonderful epic. But then it is anyhow going to come. Why is it that I'm not feeling satisfied? I'm not feeling that completeness. Okay. Narayana, read.
धृतव्रतेन हि मया छन्दांसि गुरवोऽज्ञयः मानिता निर्व्यलीकेन गृहीतं चानुशासनम् भारतव्यपदेशेन याम्नायार्थश्च प्रदर्शितः दृश्यते
Yamanayarthascha. Yamana.
भारतव्यपदेशेन
Yamana.
याम्नायार्थश्च प्रदर्शितः
Yamana. Tell full na. It's not half. Yamanayarthascha.
याम्नायार्थश्च प्रदर्शितः दृश्यते यत्र धर्मादि स्त्रीशूद्रादिभिरप्युतः Translation: I have, under strict disciplinary vows, unpretentiously worshipped the Vedas, the spiritual master, and the altar of sacrifice. I have also abided by the rulings and have shown the import of disciplic succession through the explanation of the Mahabharata, by which even women, Shudras, and other friends of the twice born can see the path of religion. Purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. No one can understand the import of the Vedas without having undergone a strict disciplinary vow and disciplinary succession. The Vedas, spiritual masters, and sacrificial fire must be worshipped by the desiring candidate. All these intricacies of Vedic knowledge are systematically presented in the Mahabharata for the understanding of the women class, the laborer class, and the unqualified members of Brahmana, Kshatriya, or the Vaishya families. In this age, the Mahabharata is more essential than the original Vedas.
Tathapi batame dhayyo. Tathapi batame dhayyo. Yatma chaivatmana vibuhu. Asampanna iva bhati. Brahmacharyasya sattamaha. Tathapi batame dhayyo. Yatma chaivatmana vibuhu. Asampanna iva bhati brahmavarchasya sattamaha. Tathapi bata me. So, bata me dhayyaha. Atmaha cha eva atmanaha. So, it is said, why am I feeling asampanaha? I feel that I want something. It is incomplete. Iva bhatihi, it appears to be incomplete. I want something insufficient. And although bata here defect. So I feel that there is some defect in this. And then Brahma Varchasya Sattamaha. So Though I am myself, I am fully equipped with everything required by the Vedas. Though here I am feeling incomplete. This Vedantis, Brahma Varchasya means Vedantis. Sattamaha, the Supreme. So it appears as if it is complete, but it is actually incomplete. Because your Vedantis has been given. Vedantis are the ones who knows the Vedas. It appears as if it is complete, but it is incomplete. Though my body, here bataha defect. Atmaha cha evaha atmanaha. Wait, because the translation is not giving the, let me see the Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur's commentary on this. Just give me some time. Yeah. Perhaps 1.4.30. 1.4.30. Yeah. Patharthi Latami. Yes, here it is given. But still my soul, situated in the body, though powerful with austerity and knowledge by nature, appears incomplete and inferior, even though endowed with power arising from studying the Vedas. Yes. So here this defect is the inferiority. I am feeling defective. That means I am feeling that I have given some inferior knowledge only. I am not feeling that completeness. And then this soul is situated in the body. Atmaha dhayyaha. It is situated in the body. And the soul is powerful with austerity and knowledge. That has also been given here. It is powerful. But it appears what? Incomplete. Vibhu, insufficient, incomplete. Vibhu means sufficient. But though the soul is sufficient, the soul is vibhu, but still it is in want of something. That means it is appearing to be incomplete. The soul is not satisfied. Simple. How to understand this? The soul is not satisfied. The Vedantists who are studying the Vedas, they are also empowered with power. Even though endowed with power arising from studying the Vedas. So those who are studying the Vedas, even I am studying the Vedas, I have written the Vedas, I am studying the Vedas also, but still I am not finding that completeness. The soul is situated in the body. Here very clearly it is said, here Vedavyasa says, I am situated in the body and I have done a lot of austerity, I have knowledge. In the same way, Vedantists also, they have knowledge, they are also studying the Vedas. But still after studying the Vedas, I am not having that complete satisfaction. So after when I give this also, even Vedantists will not have satisfaction. Yet the Vedas are not, has been given, but still they are also not feeling that happiness. He has written the Vedas, given it to his disciples, grand disciples, and all those things. But still that incompleteness will be felt by them also. I am feeling that incompleteness. They will also have it. So you can derive this meaning because here in the commentary, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur writes, my soul situated in the body, dhayyaha, though complete with austerity and knowledge, vibhuhu, by nature, atmanaha, feels incomplete, asampannaha, and not only incomplete but also inferior, asattamaha, even though endowed with power arising from the excellent results derived by hearing and studying the Vedas. Another version of the text has ushattamaha, most pleased with. In either case, what happens? There is no satisfaction. Okay. Gadadhar Prabhu, read.
Hare Krishna Madhuri. Danat naam jo. Api bathame nahiyo Niyatma chaivatmana vipuhu asampanna iva bhati brahmavarchasya sattamaha. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. I am feeling incomplete, though I myself being required by the Vedas. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada. Undoubtedly, Srila Vyasadeva was complete in all the details of the Vedic achievements. Purification of the living being submerged in matter is made possible by the prescribed activities in the Vedas. But the ultimate achievement is different. Unless it is attained, the living being, even though fully pure, cannot be situated in the transcendently normal state. Srila Vyasadeva appeared to have lost the clue and therefore felt dissatisfaction. Hare Krishna.
Okay. Kimba bhagavata dharma na prayena nirupitaha priya paramahamsanam sa eva yachita priyaha. Kimva bhagavata dharma na prayena nirupitaha priya paramahamsanam sa eva yachita priyaha. So, Kimva, or what it can be now is trying to analyze. In the previous was what it was, although I am I'm situated in the body, the nature of the soul is to have the knowledge. The nature of the soul is like, it is austere, it is knowledgeable, but still I am feeling incompleteness. Now here, or what must be the case? Bhagavata dharmaha, devotional activities of the living entities. Na prayenaha. Oh, it can be because I did not point out directly nirupitaha, directly about the glories of devotional service. Priyaha, priya paramahamsana, and that is most dear to the perfected living beings. And in this way, by performing devotional service, achyutaha priyaha, a person gets attracted to Lord. Even for Lord, it is very attractive. Your devotional service attracts Lord also. So perhaps the path of bhakti, which is pleasing to the most elevated devotees, has not been sufficiently described. And the elevated devotees alone are dear to the Lord. So Lord, Samoham Sarva Bhuteshu, Bhagavad Gita speaks about it. But still, though Lord is equal to everyone, but he is very dear. For him, the devotees are very dear. He is dear to the devotees, and the devotees are also very dear to him. Jhumo, read.
Mataji, she is taking care of Manjari.
Krishna
Can I
Priya
read for her?
Mataji, read.
I'll read for her.
No.
Hare Krishna, Dandat Pranam Mataji.
Krishna Priya Mataji, read for her. You got chance, na?
Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you so much. Kim va bhagavatha dharma na prayena nirupitaha priyaha paramahamsanam tayeva hyachyuta priyaha. Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. This may be because I did not specifically point out the devotional service of the Lord, which is dear both to perfect beings and to the infallible Lord. Purport: the dissatisfaction which was being felt by Srila Vyasadeva is expressed here in his own words. This was felt for the normal condition of the living being in the devotional service of the Lord. Unless one is fixed in the normal condition of service, neither the Lord nor the living being can become fully satisfied. This defect was felt by him when Narada Muni, the spiritual master, reached him. It is described as follows. Hare Krishna.
Tasyaiva khilamatmanam manyamanasya khidyatah Krishnasya narado bhyagat ashramam pragudahutam. Tasyaivam khilamatmanam manyamanasya khidyatah Krishnasya narado bhyagat ashramam pragudahutam. Tasya evam, in this way, when he was just contemplating and regretting in his defects only, khilam means defects or inferior. Atmanam manyamanasya, thinking in the mind. So he is just regretting, kidyataha means regretting at that time. Who is regretting? Krishna Dvaipayana Vyasa. At that time, Narada Abhyagat. Narada came there to his cottage, ashramam, prag udhartam, and thus spoke. Okay. Vimla Mataji, read.
Hare Krishna. Tasyevam khilamatmanam manyamanasya khiddataha Krishnasya narado abhyagada radashram.
When you have told Naradona, Narado Bhyagat, that A has come, and Narada plus Abhyagat became Narado. Double A.
Krishnasya narado abhyagada. Krishnasya narado
Bhyagat. Don't say there. Krishnasya Narado Bhyagat.
Krishnasya narado bhyagat ashramam prag udahartam.
Prag udhartam. Prag udhartam.
Ashramam prag udhartam. As mentioned before, Narad reached the cottage of Krishna Dvaipayan Vyasa on the banks of the Saraswati, just as Vyasadeva was regretting his defects. Purport: the vacuum filled by Vyasadeva was not due to his lack of knowledge. Bhagavad Dharma is purely devotional service of the Lord, to which the monist has no access. The monist is not counted amongst the Paramhansas, the most perfect of the renounced order of life. Srimad Bhagavatam is full of narrations of the transcendental activities of the personality of Godhead. Although Vyasadeva was an empowered divinity, he still felt dissatisfaction because in none of his works were the transcendental activities of the Lord properly explained. The inspiration was infused by Sri Krishna directly in the heart of Vyasadeva, and thus he felt the vacuum as explained above. It is definitely expressed herewith that without the transcendental loving service of the Lord, everything is void, but in the transcendental service of the Lord, everything is tangible without any separate attempt at fruitive work on empiric philosophical speculations. Hare Krishna.
Okay. Last verse. Tamabhikyaya sahasa pratyuthaya gatam munihi pujayamasa vidhivan naradam sura pujitam. Tamabhigyaya sahasa pratyuthaya gatam munihi pujayamasa vidhivan naradam sura pujitam. Tam abhigyaya sahasa. All of a sudden, sahasaha, abhigyaya, seeing Narada's arrival. When you say Atithi, it means one who has not taken appointment, came suddenly. If you take appointment and you go, then you are not Atithi. So then, came suddenly. Pratyuthaya agatam. Immediately got up. Vyasadeva got up. And then, Munihi Pujayasa, he worshipped him. Vidhivat, with the same respect as offered to Vidhi, that means Brahma. Naradam Surapujitam, in this way he offered the respect given to Brahma, the creator. The similar way he worshipped Narada, who is worshipped by the demigods. Vedavasa got up from his seat. This is the culture. Somebody comes to your house, immediately get up and welcome him, especially your seniors if they come, father, mother, your known ones, and your superiors. Your guru comes to the house, immediately one should get up, welcome, pay obeisances, worship. So these are the basic etiquettes. Okay. Usha Shankari Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Dandavati. Tam abhignaya sahasa Pratayutta ya gatam muni pujayam asa vidivan naradam sura pujitam. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation. At the auspicious arrival of Sri Narada, Sri Vasudeva got up respectfully and worshipped him, giving him veneration equal to that given to Brahmaji, the creator. Purport. Vidhi means Brahma, the first created living being. He is the original student as well as professor of the Vedas. He learned it from Sri Krishna and taught Narada first. So Narada is the second Acharya in the line of spiritual disciplic succession. He is the representative of Brahma, and therefore he is respected exactly like Brahma, the father of all vidhis, regulations. Similarly, all other successive disciples in the chain are also equally respected as representatives of the original spiritual master. Thus end the Bhaktivedanta purpose of the first canto, fourth chapter of the Srimad Bhagavatam, entitled The Appearance of Sri Narada. Hare Krishna.
Okay. Any doubts you can ask. The next class for you will be directly Saturday evening. For Thursday is Balram Jayanti. We have festival in the temple. So Saturday evenings are okay. Class will be from 6 to 7:30. Is it okay? 6 to 7:30, long class, because the next week will be holiday. Janmashtami festival. So Tuesday, Thursdays, everything is holiday for you all. Janmashtami festival. Tuesday, what is the day coming? Tuesday? Haribo. What is Tuesday? Next Tuesday is what date?
5th September.
5th.
5th.
So holiday. Holiday. And so that will be holiday. After that, I think 12th is Tuesday. 12th we'll have the class. So one class will be this Saturday. Okay. Any doubts? No doubts. Okay. Naina Manjari wants to tell. Okay, Bhagavatam verses now, very nice. Can I chant again? Chant again. So okay, very good, wonderful. Vanchakalpada
Ashwatthama Balivyaso Anumanascha Vibhishanah. Bolo?
Okay. Vanchakalpada. Vaishnavrinda ki jai.
Prabhupada ki
Jai. Hari Bol. Close. Close here.